Hello, dear viewers, and welcome to yet another episode of Mindful Horizons. I'm your host, Naomi Njao, and welcome to episode 4. Today, we are going to talk about social development, and we're here with our lovely host. And please, take note, this is a continuation of our last episodes about drugs and drug abuse. Yes, please introduce yourself, our lovely host.
Hi, our viewers. I'm Charity Njeri Mwangi, and I love Jesus Christ as my personal savior. I'm still your friend. I'm here for you, and I'm also here to help you and hold your hand. I hope we are going to work together, and my slogan remains, healing minds, saving lives. That is my motto. Stay tuned.
Lovely. So, our lovely guest, what is social development?
When you talk of social, Naomi, I want you to imagine what would happen if we didn't have people around us.
The world would be a very boring place.
Yeah, exactly. So when we talk of social development, we come to the key word, that is socialization. And when we talk of socialization, this is the act of mixing with people. The way we mix with people, and that includes the way we treat them, and that has several stages. It goes with stages. Yeah.
Lovely. So what are these stages of social development?
We have 3 stages, and the first stage, we call it primary socialization. And this is what an infant learns from the parents, the language, the behavior, and also the close family members. There is what an infant learns. That is what we call primary socialization. They learn the first socialization skills from their parents and their close family members. And then we go to the secondary socialization. And in secondary socialization, this is what we learn from our teachers, our peers, our friends. This is what we call the secondary level. Now you have moved from the family setup.
Yeah.
You have gone to schools, to neighborhood. You are able to walk. And then the last one is the adult socialization. And now this stage, you learn what primary and secondary never taught you. For example, we learn so many things, how to talk, how to make friendship, but there are things that we don't learn. For example, no one teaches you how to take care of a newborn baby. They tell you, but they don't do it practically until you now get hold of that child. And the child cries. No one told you that the child is crying for what reason.
Yeah.
You are the mother now to use your own knowledge and your skills to know why the child is crying. So adult social, at this level, the adult socialization teaches us what we never learned in primary and secondary. Na hapo ndio tunasema asiyefunzwa na mama yake
kufunzwa na ulimwengu.
Yes. Yeah. When the challenge comes and faces you, sasa hapo unajisaidia. Hauwezi kama mama yako. Mama yako watu kwa kukwambia shida kama hii kijia, mtu anapata joto. What do you do? You're in the house alone.
Yeah.
Sasa hapo you use your common sense. So in this stage, sana you use your common sense.
Yeah, ni wewe na Mungu wako.
Wewe na Mungu wako, and what your mind can think of at that time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So these are the stages.
These are some of the stages, and there are so many things that we learn from socialization. And one thing is that it is through socialization that we are able to incorporate others. Once you realize that I am not able to socialize because I have this weakness, you will also be able to accommodate another person because you will understand that I have weaknesses, they also must have weaknesses. And there is no perfect person. And you know what? We say that you are a sum of your 5 friends. For example, I want you to imagine your first friend. How do they behave? Are they kind? Are they rude? The second one. I'm now imagining that you're counting them in your mind. This is another friend. The second friend, he or she is like this. The third friend, and the fourth one, and the fifth one. And you know, you are the sum of those friends. If your friends are thieves, 5 of them, then
You're the sixth
you
one.
are the sixth one. If you are if they are good people, of course, you're also good.
Wow.
And as we said in our last show, that we attract what we are. So you have to work on yourself first. And for you to be able to attract good people, you must also become a good person. For you to be able to socialize with good people, you have also to work on yourself. Yeah.
Great. So let us be very wise when we're choosing our friends, because they're the same people that actually get to influence us, either to get into drugs or to get to church. So if we don't choose them very wisely, then we're going to end up with a very tough life, right? So the next step is the branches of social development. This is an interesting one. Pia mimi nina hapa. Okay, what are these branches of?
And socialization is like a tree. You know, we have the major trunk that holds other things. So if you are able to socialize, then you're good to go.
Yeah. And
as you socialize, you have to grow branches, open your mind, and you have 4 stages.
Okay.
One is your physical growth, and then the other one is the emotional stability. Then the other one is economic discipline, and the last one is spiritual maturity.
Okay.
Those are the 4 branches.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Of socialization.
Do you want to tell us more about this? What is now physical?
Now, when we come to physical, it is the physical you. For you to be developed physically, what are some of the things that you're supposed to do? We keep talking of exercising. Okay, make sure you run, make sure you keep fit. And if I ask you a question today, like today, the way you are dressed like this, what do you feel? Good. You feel good, and you know that is what gives you the confidence to talk to me. If you are feeling that I'm not properly dressed, I'm very sure you could be sitting like this every now and then. You have seen people wearing very short clothes, and every now and then they are trying to push it very hard. And you wonder, didn't they know that it was short when they were wearing it? You see? So sometimes for you to be able to socialize freely, make sure you take care of your physical growth, or of your physical youth, the physical youth. If you turned somewhere today, do you think people do like this? If people never turn their heads when you pass, that's why. Yes. Okay. Make sure that the way you are, make sure that at least you understand, wow, you could notice. And you're not doing it just to please other people. You are doing it to make you feel good. When you are called upon to give a speech, you can confidently walk because you are confident. Yes. Yes. Keep exercising. Some weights we are getting very big weights because you are not doing very simple things. Right? Exercising. Yes. So physical growth is very important. And now from there we come to what we call emotional stability. And someone said that most of us don't have emotions. It is the emotions that have us. Okay. You don't have emotions. It is the emotions that have us. Why? Because they are always in control. Everything you do, everything I was bored. You do this, you blame it on the emotions. Because the emotions are having you. And we say maturity is being in control of your emotions. Coming to realize yourself. Yes, I can get angry very fast. What am I supposed to do? As Naomi, as Charity, I get angry very fast. Yes. What am I supposed to do? You just walk away. You look for ways, and you know that is what is bringing problems in family. Because of this don't care attitude. You don't care. It is emotions. Everything. Why did you slap me yesterday? It is emotions. Meaning you are being controlled by emotions. But you're not controlling the emotions. And with that one, it is good to know how to treat other people.
Yeah.
For you not to hurt your emotions. It is good to know how to treat other people. Value other people. Make sure that you notice them so that they can also notice you. For example, there is a story of a certain lady who was employed in a meat company. And one day, as she used to come in, there was a gentleman there. And this lady used to say hi every time. She really noticed that man, while other people were just passing by. So every time in the morning, hi, how are you? How was your night? In the evening, bye, good night. And so one day, it happened that the lady went to inspect the meat in the freezers. And when she got in, the door locked itself. She was in there. She tried to call for help. She tried to cry, and no one came. And when it was late in the night, the guard realized that I did not hear the good night of this lady. I remember I was told hi, good morning. I did not hear a good night, goodbye. So he started looking around for this good night. You know what? She was not looking for the lady. She was looking for that good night. And she found her in the freezer and rescued her. And after the lady recovered, she asked him, what were you doing in these freezers and you're not supposed to get there? And the lady explained and said that you are the only person who tells me good morning, and you are the only person who tells me good night in the evening. So this is all I was noticing. Wow. And that is a lesson to all of us, that value people. They might not help you today, but they might help you tomorrow. And that is what we call maturity. And that is growth in socialization. Are you able to meet with a person who always ignores your hi and your good morning, and you go ahead and say it once more? She ignored your good morning yesterday. Can you be able to do it today? If you are able to do it, that big up. That is maturity. Yeah.
Wow.
Emotional maturity. Yeah.
So do not let emotions control you. Control the emotions. That is it. So the next one is
what we call economic discipline. Economic discipline. And when we talk of economic discipline, what is discipline? I'm sure you know that.
What is discipline?
Discipline, according to our definition, how can you define discipline?
I would say it's the act of following through your words or your plans or your whatever you
exactly.
Yeah.
So when we talk of economic discipline, it is planning how you're going to spend your money and sticking into it or sticking to it to the letter. I said, with this 100, I'm going to buy this. I will do it. Come rain, come sunshine. That is what we call economic discipline. And for us to be able to socialize freely, lazima tuweka kitu kwa mfuko. Si lazima, but it gives you some warmth from inside that I can be able to work with other people. When they are contributing, I am there. I can't be able to do that. And you know, there is what we call a sharing a day. You can start saving something, although you cannot save all the way to 12. Saving is also good in life. And you can start, if you are earning very little. No one earns less than a shilling.
True.
And you know, you can start saving from there. Yes. For example, we call it saving a shilling a day. A shilling that doubles. You save a shilling today, tomorrow,
saved
80 doubles. The following day, 80 doubles. For example, you have started saving on Monday. Today is Monday. You save 1 shilling. Tomorrow is Tuesday. If that one shilling doubles, 2 shillings. What about on Wednesday?
You have 4.
You have 4. What about on Thursday?
You have 8.
You have 8. Friday?
You have 16.
16. What about Saturday?
32.
32. Sunday?
64.
Good.
Wow.
Then you start from Monday again. 1, 2, 4, 8. Every week.
Wow.
Every week.
Wow.
If you have a lot, if you have you are financially stable, you can continue from 64. On Monday, don't move back to 1 shilling. You continue with the 64 times 2, like that, until you are through with the month. So we call it a shilling that doubles. That is also another saving. But you know what we are doing nowadays? We are rushing to some mobile loans. And you know what happens to these loans? Kata kulipa. People will give you advice.
Yeah.
Oh, block them. They don't know where you are. Sijui nini, don't pick their phones. All those are propagandas. You owe them money. And you know they are very arrogant. They will call you when you are on your way to work and tell you they are coming to embarrass you. So that gives you no peace. So what you're supposed to do, look for loans with good terms. For example, loans from banks. Yes, they have very good terms. Yes, because this has become source of stress. If you are not economically stable and you are not economically disciplined, because I'm wearing this dress and I've told you that it is 5,000, unaingia kwa mobile loans. Chap. Unapata, you get the dress. The following day you see me with a shoe, you want that. Yeah. You want this. That is not economic discipline. And that is what has given so many of us stress. And that is what has brought so many fights in the family. Because you take a loan, you buy a dress, your husband doesn't know. Tomorrow you need some money for medication, hakuna. Loan, dio. Every time you have some phone calls that you have to go out and very far from the compound to answer them. Yes, about what will I think? If my husband goes out every now and then to answer some calls down there, na naangalia kama nimemfuata, this brings breakages.
Yeah, it's very fishy.
Yeah. So we have to be economically disciplined.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Great. So now
that is
economic
discipline. And now the last branch is what we call spiritual maturity. In our last show, we talked about the grace of God being sufficient for us. God cannot give you His grace if you don't believe in Him. So in as much as we are socializing, it is also good to take care of our physical and spiritual growth. And reading the Bible oftenly. And there's a very good story in the Bible, in the book of John, I think chapter 5. The story of the lame man who had stayed at the pool, beside the pool, for 38 years. And when Jesus was walking, he found that man. And you know what he said? Do you want to get well? And this man gives stories. Oh, an angel comes at 3 a.m. I have no one to put me into the pool. I have been here all through. Jesus did not want those stories. He wanted a yes or a no. Yeah. Sometimes in our lives, we either need to say yes or no. You either choose one. Don't give explanation. Jesus is here. He's asking, are you ready to walk? Are you ready to get out of that situation that you are in? And Jesus could see clearly that the man was in a mess. You can imagine a man who is not working for 38 years. You can imagine the surrounding. No one to take the person to the washroom. You can imagine. That is the mess we are in. And Jesus knows that. When He is telling us, do you want to walk again? He knows that we are in a mess. We are messed up. And He knows that we are in. But all He requires from us is that spiritual maturity, trusting in Him, trusting in His grace that is sufficient, and saying, yes, I want. And you know what? Jesus gave this man 3 sweet words. Get up. He knew that the man is lame, he cannot walk. But He went ahead and told him, get up. Because God knows that in us, we are able. If we believe in ourselves, there is nothing that we cannot do. We are limitless. Ni sisi huwa tunajilimit na ile mambo iko. So the man, the man could see that I am not able to walk, and I assume I cannot get up because my legs are. But Jesus told him, get up. And you know what? He got up.
Yeah.
He got up. Na akamwambia Yesu, what next? And Jesus said, pick up your mat. What does that mean? Yesu hakumwambia wacha nikusaidie. Alimwambia pick up your mat. Meaning, you are the one to do it. I will not do it for you. Jesus will not do it for you. He will just help you, but he will not do it for you. Wewe uamue, I want to change. I have used drugs. You have been talking about using drugs. Nimekuwa stressed. Jesus is telling you, pick up your mat. And that mat is what is good. In that situation you are in, hawezi kosa kitu moja nzuri. Umepata hapo. So read the rest there. Pick that one. This man required the mat. Kwa sababu mahali alikuwa anaenda atahitaji kupumzika. So that is the good thing in the situation that you are in. It is messy, but pick that one good thing. Tumeongea mengi sana hapa. Pick that one. Hiyo tu yenye umesikia ni mzuri. Just pick that one. And then the last instruction, walk. The man walked. Wow. So it doesn't matter what we are going through, we can still walk. If we trust in God, we can still walk, and that is what we call spiritual maturity. Because in our last show, in the book of Corinthians, God promised us that His grace is sufficient for us. So we will not do it by our power, but the grace of God. Yeah, and those are the 4 branches of socialization. Wow. Do you mind repeating them?
So the first one,
physical growth.
Physical growth. Tukae tukiwa smart.
Yeah.
So that we don't feel intimidated by, no one is noticing me and the likes, right?
Yeah.
And the second one is emotional stability.
Yeah.
So that you don't feel lonely, the pressure of I don't have friends, ananiangalia vibaya, kwani ni mimi tu sipendwi. And they lead us to finding other emotional places to be stable. And then the third one is economic discipline. Tukuwe na kakitu, tusevie. Tusifike mahali tunataka kuchukua ya mwingine because we don't have ours, just because we didn't have the discipline. And then the fourth one is spiritual maturity. Let us remember to keep God as our focus. Right. Oh, there is so much to take home. There is so much to take home. I hope you took notes. And don't forget, this is Mindful Horizon. Follow us. Tumemaliza our episodes on this series. Now we're going to be going to our next series, na itakuwa moto. Don't forget to follow us, like, subscribe, share widely, and we love you. Thank you. Bye-bye.